Welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show. So guys know the story by now. We were on the radio, we got the sack. So what did? We flew off on a girly few days to Mallorca. We drank lots of pale rosé, lots of limoncello, got drunk and decided to start this podcast.
We are now sponsored by Prince Family Law Solicitors, Red Brick Estate Agents, and we're in collaboration with East Midlands Airport. So today is Wednesday. And it's the eve of something very big, but we're going to talk about this a little bit later on. You're right there, babe.
No, I was having heart palpitations in the corner. Don't worry about me. It's in the fetal position.
The breakdown is coming. It's imminent,
guys. Get ready.
Can you hold it for like 20 minutes?
Probably for 20 minutes, but not much longer than that.
So we're going to get her on straight away, aren't we?
Let's do it.
We're not going to make you wait for our guest today. So we have a guest on the pod today. It's Wednesday and we like to do that. And actually, this guest slid into our DMs.
I did.
She slid in there.
Do you know what?
Snake.
We love anyone that slides into our DMs.
We do it regularly, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. And as when you did slide in, I was like, Becky, I know she is. We've got to get her in.
We were a bit starstruck, weren't we? A little bit like, oh.
Yeah. Well, we were, yeah. I was, yeah. Did you know who Sophie was, honestly?
I think I had seen you. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think you'd watched her more, but I did know who you were.
There we go. See, you're literally famous, Sophie.
I'm famous now.
Sophie, so just explain what you do.
Okay, so I am a TikToker, Instagrammer. Don't like to use the word influencer because it's a little bit cringy.
What word do you use then? Content creator.
Let's go content creator. I'm a content creator. I sort of do it part-time. It's not my full-time thing. It's not my full-time gig, but I want to help women out there feel more confident about themselves, their bodies. I'm a UK size 14. Always a big stigma on anything, even like a 12. Do you remember when like you would have those Simply Be? Like those bigger in quotation marks.
Was that a catalogue? Simply Be.
Maybe it previously was, but now it's an actual shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they'd be like, oh, from size 12 and you're plus size. And it's like, pardon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That 90s sort of like, what's it called? Diet culture.
Yes. Yeah,
so it's sort of like rewiring your mind and your mindset to be happy with what you've been blessed with.
So your videos obviously start with, I'm so, because I watch them so I can do it. I'm Sophie, I'm a mid-size creator, I'm a UK size 14. Honestly, I sound like a psycho, I'm not. But you always pop up on my TikTok. And I think the way you do your videos, they're quite quick and snappy, aren't they? Which keeps your attention, doesn't it? But I love, you're kind of there. Sometimes you're just like in your bra and you don't really care. And I think good for you.
Yeah.
And you look beautiful.
There'll be my stomach roll. Me and my friends call it the uncontrollable roll.
Yeah.
Love that.
I don't know if that's just something that happens after you've had a baby, but you know when you put your high waist jeans on and it's sort of like holding in what you need it to, but then there's just a little roll at the top. It's the uncontrollable roll.
Yeah.
But we're a fan of her. She's there. She exists.
Well, this is the thing. She's there and she ain't going anywhere, is she? So we've got to accept it. I feel like Laura and I have talked about this a lot. Probably this year, there's like a real change, isn't there, on social media? Because obviously it was like all about Instagram, wasn't it, before? And it was all about perfect things and making things look aesthetically pleasing, all that kind of thing. But I feel like there's been a real change maybe the last kind of like year, 18 months, where people just want real. They want to see what's really good on. They want to see the rolls. They want to see the warts and all, don't they?
Absolutely. I'll sit there and I'll be like, I did am I allowed to say brands?
Yeah, of course you are.
I did an Ann Summers ad and I was saying to my husband, I was like, oh my God, are you happy with this going out? Because this is kind of sexy, you know? So I put this stuff on. I've done swimwear before.
Yeah.
But putting like the stockings on.
Did you go for it?
I went for it. And I was really nervous because I was like, oh my gosh, my community, I don't want it to be like, oh, she's just getting up in her underwear now. And, just sort of like, you can do well, but don't do that.
Yes.
So put it on. I was like, I'm not sure how this is going to be received. And oh my goodness, everyone was like, you look stunning. Everything's cool. Like, look at you, real body. I mean, just to know, everybody is a real body. There's no normal slim bodies. Lovely.
Yeah.
Skinny, if you want to say that. Lovely. Yeah. Everybody, perfect as you are. Would just like to reiterate that. But going on there and being like, I've got cellulite, I've got stretch marks, I have a mum tum, was just kind of like liberating.
Yeah, it is.
Here you are, and people responded well to
it. It's refreshing,
and
isn't it?
There are slim people. There are people that are like whatever, tall, long legs, whatever. But that's all we used to see. That's all we used to see, wasn't it? Whereas now, like you, that's what people want to see. And be like, oh God, thank God there's someone that's a size 14 that's in her underwear and not ashamed of it.
Well, it was a Victoria's Secret model. That was like the epitome, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's normal. I think it's just we're exposed to different bodies now. Like I said, rather than just straight up and down, no curves, but that is absolutely fine if that's what your body is. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But they might sit there and be like, my legs are too long or they're too slim. And it's like, no, you're perfect as you are. You just need to learn to love those bits about yourself. That.
Just a quickie on Ann Summers. Did you get any freebies?
We're not going to send the underwear back, are you?
No, it's been used.
But anything else?
Oh, did you get anything else from Ann Summers?
Oh, I see. I could choose what I wanted. I didn't get anything else. I stuck to the underwear.
She would have. She would have got the lot.
I'd have been like a rat up a drain pipe.
Oh my good God.
Is that one of their tools?
Go online, guys. You'll see that one is on offer at the moment.
You want to copyright that, Sophie? A rat up a drain pipe. There's got to be a vibrator
double-ended
called
rat up a drain pipe.
If not, there needs to be one. Somebody needs to do it.
Talking about Ann Summers, I get asked my name's Laura Summers. So you can imagine all the time, you're something to do with Ann Summers. So now I'm just like, you want to deal with that?
Yeah, you should.
I got one in my pocket,
Are you the heir to Ann Summers?
I wish I was.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
So what's kind of the dream for you? Obviously, you're doing really well on your social media. What kind of, in 5 years, where do you want to be?
5 years, where do I want to be? I think I want to be helping as many women as possible. I know that might sound a little bit cliche, but if I can give an ounce of my confidence that I have, and I don't want to sound big-headed because there are people that are more beautiful than I am, that have a different figure that maybe I would look up to and be like, wow, I hope that my bum looks as peachy as hers does. Mm-hmm. But I think, in 5 years, I already get a lot of messages from people saying, like, you've really helped me with, like, styling stuff. I imagine you will have the same. Mm-hmm. So helping more people, just whatever I can do, maybe a program that's like, look, we start here and we end with you being like, yes, I can do whatever. Can I swear?
Yes.
The fuck I want. Like, I am.
She's gone in.
I am absolutely amazing and I'm a good person and manifesting and just... Yeah, you can go and live your life to the full. Yeah. Whatever that looks like for you. That might be living down the road and working your 9 to 5 perfect. That makes you happy. That slow girl life perfect.
Yeah.
Mm.
But for others, it might be, I want to move to London and have this amazing penthouse apartment and drive around in a Bentley. Great. Yeah. Let's go and let's just make anything a reality. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think talking about with like TikTok and stuff, obviously you kind of started doing it properly this year. And when I started mine, I don't know what I was quite thinking, but mine's aimed at yours is aimed at people like you. So your height, your body shape. I aim mine at people in their 40s. Yeah. But I still get people going, but what about people in their 60s? Or what about people, I'm 5'1", and I'm like, there are so many other creators on here. Go and, I don't mean to be rude, but they're like, why are you only aiming at people in their 40s? I'm like, because I am 40.
Because that's me.
Yeah. I don't want to tell someone who's 20 what to wear, because they'll be like, F off, you're 46. I don't want, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I think it's like and I just say there are so many other creators on here. There'll be brilliant ones that are your age or your height or whatever. But I think it's really good when you get a message from someone going, you've really helped me. You do think, oh my God, all I'm doing is like showing what I wear.
I'm just going shopping,
This
girls.
is amazing. Yeah, I mean, literally. But I do think if anyone's listening that thinks they can't start Instagram or TikTok or social media, you absolutely can.
Well, I was going to ask that because there'll be a lot of people listening who have got 9 to 5 jobs. Maybe they're really happy in it, but some people won't be. And they'll be like, I really want to do something else. I feel like I could be doing something else. And obviously you've got a job, haven't you? You don't do social media full time. You've got a job alongside it. What advice would you give to people who want to start but are a bit nervous or don't know what to do?
I think it's to do with your mindset. Honestly, it's the same thing. It's like, so we just had a conversation before starting. It was like, I go around Meadowhall, as does Laura, and we film what we're looking at and we go, look at this. This is amazing from Zara. And people might look at you and go, what is she up to? But if I'd been given £5 million, £5,000 by Zara to go, go around, have a look at what you want. We're going to pay you to do this. Would I care what anyone else thought?
Yeah.
No. So do they know that that's not the case?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So just go and do what you want to do. Find what makes you happy. Find your format that makes you happy. Me going around like trying to do really aesthetically pleasing ones doesn't work for me. I'm a chatter, and that's what resonates. Although I did get a comment being like, I would follow you if you just shut up. And I'm like, please go and find the right person for you.
Yeah. That's what I think. Because you are like watching your video. So what I love as well is, oh my God, it makes me sound like I stalk you. I promise I don't. But Sophie always, because I follow you, you always come up when I upload something. And I would watch you anyway. But if you're a new look and it looks a bit tatty, you'll just film it anyway. You know, if the jumper's half hanging. And I like that because actually not everything looks perfect in a shot.
Do you know what? I like that as well. I feel like this is what people want more these days, isn't it? And it's, what's the one we follow? Perry Sian Perry goes into Primark, slags it all off. I am living for those videos. She literally goes in and goes,
she's like, what in the secondary school supply teacher is that dress?
Rita Ora, I wouldn't wear this, love. What are you thinking? But she's very, very honest. And actually, I think that's what people want, isn't it? They don't want aesthetically pleasing all the time.
It's relatable, it's honest, and it's just, so anyone starting up, honestly, it's so easy, isn't it? Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it, find what works for you, and stick with it. See, find what works for you, but then also what people resonate with.
Yeah.
There's no point making the same stuff over and over again if you're getting one person like, great job.
Yeah. And also don't like, because you can scroll, can't you, start watching other people and think, oh, I need to do that, or oh, they're doing really well. Like I definitely try just to do what I enjoy and not try and copy people that are doing really well because they're doing really well because it's them. You'll do really well because it's you.
Yeah.
So
also,
like,
there's
don't worry
so
about
much, isn't there? If you try and do what everyone else is doing, you're going to be exhausted, aren't you?
You are.
Literally, because you're living someone else's life.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. Stay in your own lane. Certainly take inspiration from other people. Like I follow someone called Molly Campsey. She's just hit like 500,000 followers, I think. And she did 30 days of spring outfits. And she was like, I got 100,000 followers from that. And I was like, okay,
I'm doing that.
30 days of autumn it is.
Bring it on.
Me just
365 days a year.
Literally. That's what someone said. They were like, do these forever. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm trying, but I can't.
Filming, I always find I have shit everywhere.
Behind the camera is no one's business.
It is so bad. Have you ever done a thing where you've obviously like got some clothes, you're trying to want to take them back? Have you ever forgotten to take them back?
Literally yesterday. Yesterday I'd got a Zara coat. It's in one of my videos and I'm like, I got a medium because it's all they had. I'm not going to wear it because it feels a little bit tight, a little bit restrictive, and I hate that because I get very overstimulated by things I want. Like here, I know that I want to be comfortable. I'm on a podcast. I don't want to be thinking, oh my God, is my hair all right? These jeans are too tight. So with that jacket, I was like, got to return it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mark, can you look after Brooks just while I nip out? And then I was like, get on with other things, missed the date.
Oh, no.
And just so vinted or a giveaway. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a full-time job sending parcels back, even when you don't do it on social media. So when you're actually doing it on social media, it must be insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of parcel. But saying that, people say like, do you buy stuff purely to return it? And it's not. I don't go and buy loads of stuff. I've always done big shopping hauls. I've always enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
Was it as regular? Absolutely not. It'd be like payday. And then I go and spend loads of money. And then probably by the end of the month, I'm like, I've got to take that back.
Yeah.
But now it is my job. I have some quite intrusive messages, which I don't think they mean to be. But it's like, how much money do you earn? How are you affording this? Do you return everything? How much stuff do you keep? And I'm like, I'm not here to be relatable in that sense because it's my job to show you this stuff so I can link it, so I can make money from it, so I can buy more things and keep up to date with styles.
This is the thing as well that kind of like everyone knows how affiliate marketing works. Pretty much most people now, come on, you know where we're going, the link's in the bio. Do you know what I mean? I think some people are like, oh, why don't you just say what it is and give out the code? And I'm like, well,
I'm not
first
giving
of all,
you the code.
Yeah, literally. They're like,
go to my link.
All I reply is, it's linked for you. It's linked for you. And I just think, I don't know, some people just don't like it. They're like, just tell us where it's from. And it's like, well, well, don't watch if you don't. Do you know what I mean? Just keep with the program a little bit.
Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to continue doing these videos because I won't have any money to buy clothes with.
Yeah, exactly.
Fast fashion as well.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
One.
But I don't know if I know that it's fast fashion. I understand that. But mine, I'm showing you what's new. It has to be linkable so that, again, I can make some money to buy more. And also, my stuff is not going to landfill.
Yeah.
It's going onto Vinted for someone else to buy it cheaper. And I'm not saying I'm like doing a good thing, but cost of living crisis, if I'm selling it for less for someone that wants it, great.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had a couple of wears out of it. I've taken a picture in it.
Yeah.
It's a job, or I've been sent it. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I can't have a wardrobe that is.
And also I think if you're showing people like what something looks like and how to style it, they're going to make a more informed decision to buy it. Do you know what I mean? So I think although there is this fast, which has always been a thing, I mean, sometimes I do go into Primark and I think, where do all these clothes come from? There is a lot. But I think if you're kind of helping people with their style, they are going to buy things that they'll wear more and keep longer.
Well, you said yours is like a capsule, capsule wardrobe.
Yeah.
I started trying to do that and then realised I was like, I just buy so much all of the time. Everything. I'm like, capsule.
Yeah.
But I think from my point of view, everything I wear is beige. That's another thing. Someone was like, wear more colour, and I'm like,
don't want to.
It's not my style.
Yeah,
but there will be someone else that is full of colour.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll wear pink in the summer occasionally.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm black.
Mix it up every now and again.
And
where can people find you on social media if they want to have a little stalk and see what you're doing? Where can they find you?
So I have on TikTok. I am at Sophie Claire White. Claire has no I. Even though I have applied for things before and put an I in it because I can't remember, but definitely Claire with no I. And then on Instagram, the same again, at Sophie Claire White _ That's where you'll find me.
So people can go and have a little stalk, can't they?
Okay, so what's going on? This will be really apt for us to talk about. Have you seen Kim Kardashian's new bra with nipples on?
Yes.
Have I? It's already been linked. I'm sorry.
She's on it.
I mean,
I'm all aboard.
What a great idea.
I'm all for it as well.
A lot of people aren't though. A lot of people are like, oh, it's sexualizing. Well, it's just for the men and blah, blah, blah.
See, I don't think it is. I quite like a bit of nip. I mean, I'm just going to say, so what I will do sometimes, if I'm wearing a top, if I'm wearing a top with no bra, I'll go in and go ding, 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 and I'll like protrude
like this.
Ding, 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 ding.
You like pull them out and you fiddle with them so that they poke out.
I never not wear a bra. So this is brilliant for me.
Yeah.
Because I can't not wear a bra.
Yeah.
I breastfed 2 kids. I'm 6. Like, no, you wouldn't see my nipples if they were hard. Unless you were underneath me.
What happens when you twiddle yours?
Unless you were lying down and looking up at me, then you'd see them. But so this is genius for me because I'm like, right, great.
Yeah, I like it. I'm all for it.
Good, you're all for it as well.
I am absolutely all for it. Did have messages have been like, this is so misogynistic. And I'm like, okay, but I like that sort of like Rachel Green Friends.
Yes.
Little nips. Look,
and also nips are natural, guys. They're there. They're natural.
They are. I will overshare because I feel like I'm in the mood to overshare.
Go on, go for it.
Sometimes, like I like my nipples.
Yeah.
Sophie Whitehouse likes her nipples. But sometimes one of them just likes to head inside. Like,
goes inside out slightly.
Goes inside out a bit.
Right.
Like,
Is it?
every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so if I wouldn't be confident enough to do it like to have it out all the time, but if I had a little bra, I'd be like, wait.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? You don't talk about nipples a lot. Another fact about nipples, I got told this, you might know this, you might not. If you want your perfect lipstick shade, match it with your nipples. So
you're looking at my nipples right now.
I'm literally like, your nipples are a lovely colour. Is that pillow talk? But yeah, I just think like, I saw it and thought, that's brilliant. Why has nobody but Kim Kardashian thought of that?
We're all for it here, aren't we?
Yeah.
All for it.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, Sophie.
I was going to say one thing about it as well. Someone else messaged me and said that would be perfect for me because she's had a mastectomy.
Oh,
yes.
So yes, you can have the tattooing, but you still, they don't recreate a nipple, do they?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So she was like, I would get it purely just for me to be like, okay. I
Yeah.
would maybe not like super tight tops, not wanting to show off nipples crazily, but just to be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice little look for me if I want it.
That's what someone should think of as well. putting them in swimsuits. Because you don't wear a bra with swimsuits. Girls, should we be painting that?
I think we need to. Absolutely. Also as well, have we seen the Robbie documentary on Netflix yet?
I have. No, you haven't.
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I was obsessed with him. I used to have a friend called Ben Sonley that I really fancied that looked like him. I eventually snogged him actually in a shower. The shower wasn't on. Oh, sorry. No, wait, sorry. No. So I was in, his dad owned a hotel and we had the whole hotel. Get this, in Torquay, his dad owned a hotel. He shut down the whole hotel for Ben's 18th. So we went down into the sauna. It was like a sauna shower thing.
Yeah.
We weren't having a shower.
Yeah. Are you sure?
We weren't. Anyway, Robbie Williams. Yes, I've watched it, some of it. It's a bit depressing.
Is it? Why is it depressing?
It's all about how unhappy he was throughout his whole life.
Has it gone into his relationships yet with like Jerry, Nicole Appleton?
Yes, the Jerry thing is very interesting.
Yeah, that's the bit I want to see.
Yeah,
I forgot they were even together.
Totally in love. Totally in love. But someone told him that the reason they kept getting papped was because she was telling him, instead of, he looked back and he was like, I now know that was a lie, but I just couldn't get past it. So he basically, he broke her heart. They were there's so much footage of them. She filmed everything. So it's really interesting. Yeah.
I cannot wait to see it. I'm still on Selling Sunset. I need to finish that and then I need to move on to Robbie.
The weird thing is, it's just them showing, he's sat on his bed the whole time in pants and a t-shirt. He doesn't get out of bed, by the way.
He sounds like us. He's feral.
My perfect man.
We're all sat here just in t-shirt and pants. What's wrong with that? Nobody knows.
Yeah, so he's a bit depressive, but yeah, he's watching himself and he just reacts to it.
And is his missus, who I really like, but I never know how to say her name. She's not in it yet.
Not yet.
Isla?
No.
Ayla.
I think he's hard work, mate.
Well, probably.
Hard work.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, watch it.
Just really quickly before we move on to the mate today as well, we've had a lot of messages.
Sorry. Belch. You want a Trump as well? That's your age, mate.
It's because I'm nearing 40.
Tomorrow you're screwed.
So we've had a lot of messages coming in. What is going on?
That was her knee, everyone. Her back's gone.
God, I'm on the edge. So a lot of messages coming in and pictures from people who've been tagging us in the McDonald's Philly steak burger. So after we talked about it last week, I think it was, people have been going in there droves. I mean, McDonald's have been
Sold
rammed.
out.
It's been carnage. Yeah. Do you know what? I do know someone. I mentioned it to her and she went to get one from McDonald's. She queued up for, I think it was 25 minutes. It was that busy.
Really?
Yeah. Got there. They'd sold out.
Oh, it's when you want a milkshake. You're like, have a strawberry milkshake and the machine's not working.
Just called it a milkshake.
They should do that.
They should.
Got to come up with all the ideas today.
Have you tried one yet, Sophie? The Philly burger?
My husband has tried one and he was like, it was really good. And I was like, why are you at McDonald's without me, Mark?
Yeah, hang on a sec, Mark. Back up, Mark.
They are unreal. It's one of those things you think about after
Is it
you've
the
eaten
cheese?
it.
I might get one today.
It's the melted cheese.
God,
it is
damn.
unbelievable. But I think it's only on for like another week or something. So you need to go quick if you're going to have one.
Consider Laura jumping. Yeah. We're going to drive.
Let's go. I always like their Christmas menu too. It's just banging.
It's so good. Yeah.
Okay, right. We know how old you are, Sophie, but just remind us how young you are.
I'm 57 this year. 30.
You're great for it.
She's 30. And I guess you might think, Sophie, that when you turn 30, you're like, oh dear, times are ticking.
It was a bit of a weird one because 30 has been my best year yet.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think from what I hear as well, that 40 will be even better.
Thanks,
I'm
Sophie.
gaslighting you into that.
You're really making me feel better about
dear.
this.
Well,
yeah.
let me tell you. It ain't. No, it is. It is. So the reason I asked is obviously our Becky is 40 tomorrow. Okay. And I know deep down you don't want to be 40.
I'm shitting myself about it.
Like I was all right. I was fine with it, but I know it will probably affect you.
It is affecting me. It's not going to.
Why do you
is
think it's affecting you so much?
I think it's just a big milestone, isn't it? Like 40 is kind of like, you think of your parents as being 40.
You remember them being old and 40.
Yeah, and I think it's just, it's a woman. That's a proper woman who's got her shit together, isn't it? Who's like, when you were younger, you just look at people who are 40 and think, oh, when I'm 40, I'll understand it all and I'll know what's going on. I probably feel the most confused I've ever felt in my entire life as I approach 40, and probably like I've not got any of my shit together.
Do you think as well, when someone asks you how old you are and you go 40 something, you think you sound old? Whereas when you're like 39, you're still 30s.
Yep.
Are you going to lie?
No, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to embrace it. Listen, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I'm going to roll with it.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's like the end of an era and going into a new era, I feel.
Yeah.
So I've just got all sorts of feels about it.
I think you'll be fine tomorrow.
Well, we're going to Leeds, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'm 46. So I'm well in.
You're knee deep, mate.
I am knee deep.
Basically 50 at this point.
Now, I think I'm going to struggle with 50.
Well,
Why?
of course, yeah, I would imagine you'd struggle with 50. Yeah,
I
don't get it.
I do think I'm going to struggle with 50. I did not struggle with 40. I didn't mind. I quite embraced it. I loved it. I was very happy when I was 40. It was just great. I loved it. 50, I think I might struggle with.
50's 50, isn't it?
Like, if you always think 50 is halfway through your life, don't you? But who lives to 100, really?
I think we will do, to be honest. I think we're in that generation where we will be living it.
Yeah.
That.
You'll be still on
depends
TikTok.
Depends on the figure stakes, doesn't it? If they bring that back, we might all be dead.
Yeah, that's true.
However, I've got 2 words for you.
Go on.
Kate Beckinsale.
Kim Kardashian.
She's not 50.
Oh, sorry, we're talking about 50.
Kate
naming celebrities.
Yeah. Just shouting out
random
random names.
Peter Kay.
See, this is what happens in your 40s. I could keep going. George Clooney. I was going to say Gwyneth Paltrow.
I don't know how old she is. Well,
that's from steaming a
vagina.
Yeah. But look at Kate Beckinsale. She turned 50 this year and she had an amazing party for it. She looked insane. She gave me a bit of like inspo.
Listen, what people are going to instantly start saying to you, and I mean this, from tomorrow onwards, all you are going to get is, you're not 40. That's all
I'm
people
here for
say
that.
to you.
I'm here for that.
But I don't know if I take that as a compliment, because I'm like, well, what should I look like?
No,
because
I'm going to take it as a compliment.
It means they think you're old, but you look young.
Well, no, they know I'm old, but I look young. I think that's what it is. They know that I'm 40, but they think I look young.
So keep up with the Botox.
Oh, absolutely. Katie, I'll be coming for you soon.
What else? Do you think you're going to go like...
No, I don't think I'm going to keep up with the Botox. I'm going to, I always say this, try and drink more water. We all know it, but I think drinking a lot more water is a key thing, isn't it? And
let's remember, it's not just looks, it's hormones. So what you've got to look forward to is
perimenopause. Are you trying to depress me? Are you trying to tip me over the edge?
I just want to be your, your supporter, but I want to keep things real. Listen,
I don't want to think about the menopause yet. I think I've got a few more years before I need to start thinking about that.
Yeah. No.
No.
She wants me in her camp. She wants me.
Happen.
She wants me in perimenopause.
You're going to wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to scream.
My boobies will be on the floor. Yeah. My hair will be great.
Yeah, your vagina's just prolapsed.
But you know what? We're going to Leeds, so it's going to be fun. We're going to sit in the Ivy at the bar in Leeds, and we're going to get drunk.
Yeah.
Probably get a bit emotional and go with the flow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thanks, love.
We would have pre-recorded tomorrow's pod.
Yeah, guys, we're not doing a live pod tomorrow, guys, on my birthday.
I don't know what that's going to be about, but we'll see. Maybe we should just have it off. Not you and me.
In the Ivy. Good God, woman.
Oh, you're 40?
Yeah. In fact, can we just say as well, because people, little ferals will know, especially the last time we were in the Ivy, not together, but Laura had to come and pick me up off the floor in the Ivy in the day. So this is going to be our first step.
They might not let you in.
I know, there might be
you can get
do
out.
Not let this woman in.
Yeah, there might be one up in the toilets if you with your head down
I know, an alarm goes off when I go in, but we'll see. We'll let you know what happens anyway.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sophie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
We'd love to have you back.
Yes,
we would love to have you.
I'll be
back.
here all the time.
Yeah, you can. Also, as well, Sophie bought biscuits and a candle.
Oh,
for
you
us.
haven't mentioned this in lovely little gift bags. Thank you so
that's very
much.
kind
You
of
specifically said on your podcast, you were like, we want guests, but they have to bring
Oh,
candles
God,
and
we
biscuits.
did.
Guests
So
with gifts.
I was like, have you seen that meme of what's her name out of Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella de Vil.
Cruella, have you seen it? That meme where she's like ragging
Yes,
around the corner?
yes.
That was me to M&S St James. Being like, get the candle from TK Maxx, get the biscuits, and get here.
Oh, well, we love you for it.
Yeah, you can come again.
Yeah, you absolutely get more biscuits. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks, Soph.
Thank you.